morning, everyone, and welcome to V3 News, where sometimes the facts are just plain funny. This is Virgo. It is February 7th, 2020, and we're going to start out today with our news of the firefighters who rescued a cat with its head stuck in the rim of a tire. This occurred February 6th at 3:23 p.m. In Moreno Valley, California, firefighters rescue a cat with their head stuck in a tire rim. The incident update shows that on Sunday, February 2nd, firefighters from Station 65 in the city of Moreno Valley assisted a cat that was stuck in a tire rim. Firefighters in California said they ended up using a power saw to free a cat that ended up with its head stuck through the middle of a tire rim. The California Riverside County Fire Department said a crew from Station 65 in Moreno Valley responded to a call from the Riverside County Department of Animal Services to assist with a cat rescue. The firefighters brought the whole tire, which the cat's head still stuck in the rim, to their station where they used a power saw to carefully cut the rim around the feline. I'm just hoping that the entire body came along with the head. Just kidding, guys. The cat was taken to a local animal shelter where it is expected to be put up for adoption. Next, we have an interesting story that was released yesterday, the 6th of February, 2020 at 2:15 p.m., where a box that was containing 2 newborn bear cubs was left at a North Carolina man's house. Let's watch.
Bears, they're common sights in part of our state, especially along the coast. But you know what's not too common to see?
I'll show you what's not too common. Somebody dropping off bear cubs at your front door.
I see this box sitting right on my walkway, and it's close by my car. I said, what in the world is this?
I'll tell you what it is. Cornelius Williams said he was just getting back from the store Tuesday night, and he looked in the box, and this is what he found: 2 black bear cubs. They were only a few weeks old. Williams was understandably confused and a little scared, too.
I thought they was Casimir and Davers. The only thing I seen with a little pointy nose like that. Yeah, but we took them away from their mother. If they had seen me come in my yard, I would have been a Happy Meal.
Yeah, can't figure this whole thing out. The cubs taken, though, to the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro in order to receive the proper care.
Did that guy just say a Happy Meal? Okay. Well, luckily they weren't Tasmanian devils. They were just tiny bears. North Carolina man who spotted a box on his front walkway when he returned from the store looked into the container and was shocked to discover 2 bear cubs inside. Cornelius Williams of Camden said he had only been away from home for about 10 minutes when he returned to find the box on his front walkway last week. And keeping up with the weird and wacky here on V3 News, a snake strikes a TV reporter's microphone in Australia. This comes out of News 9 in Queensland. Let's watch.
As journalists, we're often presented with many unexpected moments throughout the workday. But one young Channel 9 reporter has had a day at the office she won't soon forget. Sarah caught coming face to face with a slippery situation while working on a snake safety story in southern New South Wales.
He just bit my microphone. It calmed down and I ended up getting the shot that I needed for my package. And then as soon as that was done, I said to the snake handler, get it off me, because I didn't want it on me any longer.
Safe to say, Sarah handled it like a true professional and thankfully walked away unscathed.
So on February 6th, this was uploaded to UPI, an Australian TV reporter filming a segment about snake safety, ironically, ran into difficulty when the snake resting on her shoulder decided to attack her microphone. Sarah Cotty was filming a segment for 9 News about snake safety and had a serpent on her shoulder for the shot when the reptile decided to strike the microphone in her hand. The video shows the snake strike the microphone 3 different times. Sarah says, quote, "My cameraman and this snake handler just stood there and they thought it was hilarious. When the snake was asked for comments, he said, 'You knew I was a snake when you picked me up, dummy.'" A Kansas resident finds a 6-foot boa constrictor hiding in the couch. Take a look at that sucker, huh? UPI reports that emergency responders were called into a Kansas City home where a surprised resident discovered a 6-foot snake hiding inside their couch. Butler County Fire District No. 3 said firefighters responded Monday to assist the Rose Hill Police Department with an unusual call. A resident reported finding the large boa constrictor hiding inside their couch. The resident said they had lived in the duplex for 4 years and wasn't aware of any missing snakes in the neighborhood. Police and firefighters said they don't know where the snake came from, and they are hoping the apparent escaped pet's owner will come forward. Well, I know one thing, guys, that's got to really warm up your Netflix night. And finally, do you remember last week's broadcast about the Hippo that predicted that the Chiefs would win the Super Bowl? Turns out that Hippo was right. And there's another interesting story about a hippo. A man caught on film that went viral over the internet spanking a hippo at the Los Angeles Zoo. The hippo does not show much of a reaction to the slap, which is followed by the man quickly fleeing. The Los Angeles police said they have opened a trespassing investigation into the incident. The zoo said the situation could have turned dangerous for the man and the hippo. Quote, "The zoo would like to remind everyone that it is never acceptable for a guest to enter the habitat of any animal at the zoo, excluding our staff. Surprised animal encounters," the zoo said in the statement obtained by CBS Los Angeles. "It is a privilege to observe these rare and endangered species, but they are still wild animals and their space must be respected at all times. Our first priority is always to keep our guests, staff, and animals safe," the statement said. And of course, there's no mention as to just the strangeness of smacking a hippo on the rear end. I mean, that's some Sir Mix-a-Lot stuff there, don't you think? We'd like to thank you for watching V3. We know you have a choice when watching your weird and strange and sometimes just plain hilarious news. So thank you for spending your time this morning watching it with us. This is Virgo with V3 News signing off. See you next week.